Hi, I'm Anthony. In this video I'm going to be taking on a challenge of doing as many muscle ups as I can in 1 hour. My strategy is to do 2 muscle ups every minute on the minute for the full hour. So I'm just having a quick warm up to loosen up the shoulders, and then I'm going to get straight to it. I'm going to be doing 2 muscle ups on the minute, every minute, for a full hour. Now, on the assumption that I manage to see this through, that should give me 120 muscle ups. There's a timer running, as you can see at the bottom left hand side, and that'll be running for the full hour. I have taken on a similar challenge before, and on that occasion I did 2 muscle ups every minute on the minute for 50 minutes, and I reached 100 muscle ups. So this time I thought I'll do it for the hour, and the plan was, or is, to reach 120. You'll probably be pleased to hear that I'm going to be making a shorter version of this video, because this is going to run for the full hour. So I am going to be making a shorter version, which I'll probably condense into about 10-15 minutes, which, if you'd rather wait for that, then just make sure you subscribed and hit the notification bell, so that when that video is released you'll get that notification and you'll be able to see the shortened version of this one. Before we switch off, if that's what you're going to do, please do give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment. I'd love to hear what you have to say. I do try and reply to every single comment, so yeah, drop one below. I'd love to read it. And the thumbs up sign, if you hit that too, it helps the algorithm promote this video to a wider audience. You'll see that I've left the screen, but don't worry, I'm coming straight back into it. Here we go. 2 more. That's 1, and that's the second. As I said earlier, I am bringing my knees up to my chest rather than doing a strict form muscle up. I just know that if I'm going to do 120 of these, I'm going to have to use that little kipping technique to give myself that extra momentum to get me up and over that bar. So for those of you that are still watching, thank you very much. I'm going to try and give you a little bit of a backstory now. So I'm 59 years old, and I've been doing calisthenics for 5 years, and it all started with push-ups. I realized I was getting a little bit overweight. I wasn't doing any exercise apart from walking the dog and just swimming and just doing a few things that we do as part of our normal life, but nothing specific in order to get fit or to stay in shape. And anybody else that is of my age or similar age, or anybody over like 30, 40, 30, 50, you realize that as you get older, your body does start to change, and you do start to put on the pounds a lot easier. And I saw a photograph of myself with my kids, and I looked at it and I thought, I'm sure that shirt didn't used to be as tight as it was in that photograph, and it made me think I need to do something about this. So, with the exception of the losing weight, I thought maybe I should just try and tone up a little bit and do some press-ups. So that's how it all started. And I decided at the same time to put together a little YouTube channel. I already had the channel, but I just never uploaded anything to it. So I decided to upload some push-ups that I did, and I was doing about 20 or 30 a day, and I had a half a dozen subscribers, and I put a little message out saying if I get to 50 subscribers I'll do 50 push-ups in 1 set. Meanwhile, I had to work hard at my push-ups in order to get to a position where I could do 50 push-ups in 1 set. Eventually I did, and around that time I got 50 subscribers as well. So I released a video, and I think it was called 50 push-ups for 50 subscribers, and I put another little message out saying if I get to 75 I'll do another, and then again when I get to 100 subscribers I'll do 100 push-ups. So I had to really work hard and at my push-ups, and I got to the point where I was doing 100 a day as my training, and I did that for 30 days. I was doing them in sets of 10, but my push-ups was definitely getting better. I was getting stronger. I wasn't really losing any weight, wasn't doing any cardio, and I liked my food too much. So I was making progress, but not as much as I would have liked. Anyway, to cut a long story short, my push-ups were improving, and I managed to get to 100 in one set. Now, I did make a video of this at the time. I'm not sure if I've still got it on my channel, but the form wasn't that good. It was I was shaking around like a washing machine towards the end. So not one of my proudest moments, but I did actually do 100. Following on from that, I decided to buy a indoor pull-up bar, one of the door frame types, and I put it up in the kitchen, and I had a go. I could do, I think it was 4 pull-ups, and I was surprised that's all I could do. And I could do a similar number of chin-ups, maybe slightly more, but not that many. And I just started doing it every now and then as I'd pass through that door frame. I'd just do a few pull-ups, and my numbers slowly increased, and I remember getting to 7 and thinking, oh, this is good, it's going in the right direction. And then quite quickly it was up to 8, 9 and 10. I spent a lot of time hanging from the bar as well and recording my times, and to start with I think I was hanging for about 20 seconds, and after a couple of weeks it was up to about a minute, and then a minute and a half, and I knew I was making progress, and that was encouraging. I then got myself another pull-up bar, and it was one that was fixed to the wall in a conservatory, and it enabled me to reach up to the bar, basically to step on a stool, to reach up to the bar and hang with a straight full body without touching the ground. And I could do a full pull-up. I couldn't do a muscle up because I would have banged my head on the conservatory ceiling, and I couldn't do a muscle up anyway. But I could do a full pull-up and a full range of motion all the way up and all the way down. And it was a lovely bar. It's in a great location, and it was a nice place to work out. And while I was doing my pull-ups in the conservatory, my progress started to develop, and I got better and stronger. And over the period of about the next year or so, my pull-ups started to increase in number, until I got to the point of doing about 14 consecutive pull-ups. Now I remember it being 14 because at that point I had discovered this thing called a muscle up, and it's a calisthenics skill that most bodyweight enthusiasts want to conquer. And I made a video called, I think it's called My Journey to the Muscle Up, or 3 months to a muscle up. It's had over 400,000 views so far, and it basically records me learning the muscle up over a 3-month period. And it all starts with me doing pull-ups, and I'm doing them badly. And when I look back on that video, I'm ashamed how bad those pull-ups are. Yes, I did do 14, but I was putting my knees up to my chest. I was kipping in order to do a pull-up. Anyway, to cut a long story short, after 3 months of training, I did my first muscle up. I think I was 55 at the time. So I was pretty pleased with that. And I was starting to feel that, I was a little bit invincible. I've just done 100 push-ups. I've just got my first muscle up. both of terrible form, but I had just done that, and I thought I'd try the human flag. So without any guidance or real knowledge, I started trying to do these from some railings, and I then aggravated my shoulder. I could feel a bit of pain, but I was determined to have a good go, and I kept going and kept going. The next thing you know, I've done something. I'm not really sure. It could have been a rotary cuff situation, which is never good, but I had injured my shoulder, and that kind of set me back on my calisthenics journey for a good few months, and I wasn't able to do muscle ups after that for a while, and push-ups really hurt too. So I was just doing some pull-ups. I could do some of them, but I couldn't overdo it. I was just doing 3 or 4 at a time and just waiting for the shoulder to heal, and fortunately it did. I didn't go back and try the human flag again, but I did work harder on my pull-ups. I tried to get some higher pull-ups, and I started using the bands a lot more and working on my muscle-ups. That was about 4 years ago, and since then my muscle-ups have improved considerably, in my opinion. Not that you'd think so by watching the video now. You can see me kipping my knees up to my chest, but as I said earlier, that's because I'm trying to do 120 in an hour. From time to time I do release a short video just showing the, I'm not going to say strict muscle up, because I don't think I've quite got that, but the best muscle up with the best form that I can. So I've released that recently on a short video on YouTube, and I've had some really good comments actually, very, very supportive and encouraging. So it's a lot cleaner than I am doing in this video. I'm very aware I've been rambling on now for nearly 12 minutes, and there's probably not too many of you watching, but that's okay. I wanted to make this video as a record so that when I look back on it in years to come, it'll be evidence of me doing this particular challenge over the period of an hour. Okay, I'm going to stop rambling now and let this video just play out. Just so you know, I think I mentioned it earlier, I will be making a shorter version of this video. I guess it's going to be about 10 to 15 minutes, and it'll just have the highlights. I'll cut out all the bits that you can see at the moment with me just standing around waiting between my exertion moments on that bar. So it'll be a lot more action, a lot less talking, and a lot less standing around. But anyway, here we go. Just going to do a couple more. Yeah, it's all about the quantity rather than the quality, I think, in this video. Anyway, that's it. If you want to fast forward right to the last sort of like 55 minutes and just see how it all ends, go for it. And if you haven't already subscribed, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, whatever you want to do, and I'll get back to you and hopefully see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.
in any way you choose.
Yeah, that was much. It was a lot easier than I thought I was going to do this, Sally. Now, I've got a few questions for you before we do the trumpet. I don't want to put any pressure on this, but I really need these questions to go my way. Okay, question number one.
Yeah.
Do you like shoes?
What a very odd question.
I know.
Do I like shoes?
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously, I need them. Yes, I like them. I like the ones I like.
Okay. Second question. What's your favourite motorway surfaces?
Oh, my favourite motorway service is T-Bed.
Wonderful, wonderful. And then my final question. What is your favourite motorway?
M40.
Okay. So M40 T-Bay services
Yes.
you like doing.
Yes.
Sally, can you please come to your desk and explain to listeners what you have got? Listen, I know it's sort of a bit thirsty-ish. I admit that, but could you? It's a box, yeah.
Recycle material.
Yeah, but that's the big bit. When we open the box, we actually get to the good bit. What do you think?
Listener, I have a pair of trainers covered in a picture of T-Base service. Junction 27 of the M6, I can't remember. I said, oh, I know it. On the other side, it's my name, Sally Traffic.
Yeah.
They are the most bizarre things I've ever seen. And a map on, actually, the other side from my shoes. And that is the M40. My goodness.
Can I tell you something, Sally? Your reaction is everything I dreamed it would be. What do you think?
Well, I think they're amazing.
Yeah.
Unusual, unique in a way.
Yeah.
No one else will have a pair like
Well,
this.
honestly, not all of those words sound complimentary. It feels like you're just saying what you think is true to trying to get you through this.
I'll tell you what, when I come off air, I'll put them on.
Okay.
And then we'll see what they
Do you think you'd wear them out and about, be honest?
Of course they would. Well, I'm not sure.
Okay, there you go. Thank you. Thank you. There you go. The mask has slipped.
I definitely will on it. Who's responsible for you? Is
It's
it
a
you?
friend of mine called Stuart who does customs, and he's done a few for me. And I said to him, listen, I've got a really good friend of mine. I do these trainers. This is what she likes, and I want to do sort of like this is different and different, and maybe I'll wear them on the floor. And that's what happened.
Stuart, thank you so much. You've done a wonderful job. I mean, the picture of T-Base services is perfect.
Great, wonderful. Well, listen, please channel those trainers.
It confused. I know the M6 out of 57, which is in the Hutton area of Mountainside, is shut both ways due to a police incident that is between junction 2 and 3. Now, one of the consequences of that closure is that the M60, they're coming off the M62, going northbound Tarmac Island towards that closure is incredibly slow. There's a lot of traffic. So, if you're on the 62, going north from Tarmac Island up to the 57, then there is a queue ahead of you. The M54 shut westbound all weekend from junctions 3 to 4 in the Sheffield area towards Chelmsford. Thank you for the call. M42 southbound, south of junction 9. If you want to get onto the M6, exits the road off the 42 onto the southbound M6 is closed. There's an accident on the M6 by the way, just happened recently, northbound 15 to 16. All lanes are covered. Big queue northbound heading towards that, and please go to your statement. And M25 one lane is shut. Anti-clockwise at junction 10, which is lane 3. 71 is a minefield, but there are queues both sides of that junction as a consequence. A34 closed the weekend from Milton down to the M4 due to roadworks. A35 closed all weekend between Stinsford and the Stadium roundabout, and there's an eastbound queue because of that already from Carnbury and a westbound queue from Troy Town. The A33 shut both ways between Sparkford and Croydon all weekend, again due to roadworks. 03700 100 200 is the number. More travel now.
Sally, that was beautifully delivered. Thank you so much. Honestly, do you like the trainers?
No, I seriously do. I'm wearing similar trainers today already, so they won't be much different. Thank you so much, Stuart and Ramesh, and everyone who's involved.
Thank you so much.
Oh, I haven't checked the size.
No, the size will be right.
How do you know?
I just know.
Do you know what my size is?
98. Oh, 99. 100. But I'm feeling okay. So I'm going to keep going until the hour's up. Okay. Fingers are losing the grip. Seven and a half minutes until the hour's up. I'm still going to try and do 2 a minute for the next 7 minutes, but it's getting tricky. Starting to lose the grip a little bit. Why? So that's 108. So I should be around the 120 mark if I keep going for the full hour. Why? Why? You probably can't see this, but my dog's just sitting there watching, bemused. That's 110. That's a PB for me. I think it was about this time last year. I did 100 in 50 minutes. So by doing it again this year is a big achievement. It shows I'm not losing it. By pushing on to the hour, trying to do a few more, is even better. If anybody ever tells you calisthenics isn't aerobic, don't believe them. It can't be. I'm starting to feel a little twinge in my elbow, so I definitely will be stopping after an hour. It's becoming more important for me to dive over the bar as if you're heading a ball over the goal, into the goal, over the top bar, leaning forward just to get that momentum over that bar. That's 116. I'm going for 120 in the hour. So I'm on track. 2 more sets of 2. And I'll be finishing my coffee and my banana. see. I didn't think I'd be doing it this year. Let's go. Oh yeah. Whew. That's it. 120 muscle ups in an hour. Slightly under, 59 minutes and something, I think. But I wanted to make this video just to show what's possible. It's easy to be sitting on the couch at home and thinking about fitness and health. Doing it is a different thing. I'm thinking about making a video, couch to 5 muscle ups instead of couch to 5k. Just an idea. What do you think? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Please do leave a comment below, and if you haven't already subscribed, this would be a great time to do so, and I'll see you on the next one.